Natalie Portman, Moby, Jared Leto, Tobey Maguire, and Woody Harrelson are some of today's most well-known vegetarians. For some, it's about animal rights. Natalie Portman switched to a plant-based diet after learning about the environmental impact of meat production. Moby, a musician and longtime vegan, has been a vocal advocate for animal rights, even tattooing "Vegan for Life" on his neck. But vegetarianism isn't new. It goes back thousands of years to ancient India and Greece. Around 500 BCE, followers of Jainism, Hinduism, and Buddhism embraced a plant-based diet rooted in ahimsa, the principle of nonviolence. Jain monks were particularly strict, refusing to eat root vegetables to avoid harming insects. In Greece, the philosopher Pythagoras was one of the earliest advocates for a meatless diet in the Western world. He believed that eating meat could mean consuming a reincarnated soul. Pythagoreans were often ridiculed for their mystical beliefs, including Pythagoras' claim that beans contained the souls of the dead. During the Roman Empire, vegetarianism was rare and associated mainly with ascetics and slaves. Gladiators, known as hordearii or barley men, ate a diet heavy in grains and beans to bulk up and recover from injuries. It worked for them, but while they were busy chomping on barley, the elite were feasting on roasted peacock. In the Renaissance, the concept of vegetarianism resurfaced. Leonardo da Vinci, a passionate animal lover, reportedly said, "The time will come when men such as I will look upon the murder of animals as they now look upon the murder of men." But despite his influence, most people still viewed vegetarians as eccentric or weak. The 19th century marked a turning point. In 1847, the Vegetarian Society was founded in Manchester, England, the first organized effort to promote a plant-based diet. The term vegetarian was coined, derived from the Latin vegetus, meaning lively or vigorous. Not all vegetarians are the same. Here's a quick breakdown. Lacto-ovo-vegetarians eat dairy and eggs, but avoid meat and fish. They're the people who order a salad and say, "Extra cheese, please." Lacto-vegetarians consume dairy, but skip the eggs. Think yogurt and cheese, but no omelets. Ovo-vegetarians eat eggs, but avoid dairy. Basically, they're all about that scrambled life. Vegans take it a step further, avoiding all animal products, including dairy, eggs, and honey. They're the ones making you try a slice of their tofu cheesecake and insisting it tastes just like the real thing. Pescatarians avoid meat and poultry, but do eat fish and seafood. Not strictly vegetarian, but often included in the broader conversation, especially at sushi restaurants. Flexitarians eat mostly plant-based, but don't mind the occasional steak. They're like, "I'm vegetarian, except for Sundays and holidays, and when there's a barbecue." In the early 20th century, vegetarianism remained on the fringes. Leo Tolstoy, the Russian author, adopted a vegetarian diet as part of his spiritual quest for nonviolence. Franz Kafka also became a vegetarian, famously telling a fish, "Now I can look at you in peace. I don't eat you anymore." By the 1960s and 1970s, vegetarianism began to go mainstream, driven by the counterculture movement, environmental awareness, and animal rights activism. Books like Diet for a Small Planet brought attention to the environmental cost of meat production. The 1980s and 1990s saw more public figures embracing the lifestyle. Paul McCartney and Linda McCartney became outspoken advocates, launching a line of vegetarian foods and promoting Meat-Free Monday. In the 2000s and beyond, vegetarianism became more widely accepted and even trendy. Athletes like Lewis Hamilton, who credits his vegan diet for enhanced athletic performance, and Venus Williams, who adopted a plant-based diet to manage her autoimmune disease, brought vegetarianism into the sports world. Celebrities like Joaquin Phoenix and Billie Eilish became vocal advocates for animal rights, using their platforms to promote plant-based eating. A well-planned vegetarian diet can offer numerous health benefits, including reduced risks of chronic diseases and improved weight management. However, it's essential to ensure adequate intake of critical nutrients like vitamin B12, iron, calcium, and omega-3s through careful dietary planning or supplementation. Consulting with a healthcare provider or registered dietitian can help tailor a vegetarian diet to meet individual health needs. Now you know, that's a fact you can keep. Like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. What should we break down next? Until our next session, class dismissed.